top 10 most expensive watches in the world. A classy timepiece worn on your wrist can instantly add a touch of elegance to your overall look. It is a sign of prestige for the rich and the famous who tend to thoroughly enjoy wearing these to look and feel like absolute royalty. There is a high level of skilled craftsmanship that is required to give a wristwatch the grace that it truly deserves. While some wristwatches have historical significance, others are exquisitely enrobed in luxurious diamonds. In this list of the top 10 most expensive wristwatches, you will come across a jaw-dropping collection of sophisticated watches that are fit for royalty and exude charm and elegance with a price to match. These watches not only tell you the time, but do a lot more than that. For starters, they signify a status symbol for the person wearing them. Additionally, these watches are also equipped with a multitude of features and functionalities. For a watch enthusiast, these timepieces are simple, timeless. Number 10. Hublot Big Bang $5 million. This is the most expensive hublot wristwatch, with a retail price of $5 million. It was also the timepiece given to prominent rapper and music artist Jay-Z on his birthday in 2012 by his wife. This hublot watch is particularly fascinating, as it is encrusted with around 1282 diamonds of all shapes and sizes. 6 emerald-cut diamonds, each weighing roughly 3 carats, are used in some of these gleaming sets. In addition, there are a whopping 100 carats of baguette diamonds artistically set in this timepiece. The sheer amount of detail that has gone into constructing this watch is what makes it so exceptional. Number 9. Patek Philippe Ref. 1527. $5.7 million. Patek Philippe cemented his position in history in 1933 by handcrafting one of the most complicated timepieces for Henry Graves. The watch is one of 2 Ref. 1527 watches, although little is known about it. The Patek Philippe Museum in Switzerland today houses the first Patek Philippe watch. Unlike the original, unsold Ref. 1527 watch, this one has a chronograph. It keeps track of time using a 30-minute register. There are 3 auxiliary dials on the outer ring, as well as a tachymeter scale. The silver matte dial with gold Arabic numerals includes a 5-minute division. Number 8. Patek Philippe Ref. 1518 in stainless steel. $11.1 million. The Patek Philippe 1518 series, like the Louis Moinet Miroir, is limited edition, with only 4 watches produced. Its one-of-a-kind case is what distinguishes it from other high-end timepieces. Patek Philippe is known for making watches in yellow or rose gold, but for this edition of 1518, they went for a fresh look and went with stainless steel, which emanates panache. This watch was manufactured in 1941, making it one of Patek Philippe's first chronograph watches, and it was only recently auctioned off for $11.1 million. Number 7. Paul Newman Rolex Daytona. $17.6 million. In front of 400 fans assembled at Philips NY headquarters in 1968, Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona sold for a stunning $17.8 million. It is not a traditional design, but rather an Art Deco style. Paul and his wife chose the exotic black and white dial over the standard dial. It has a whimsical air to it, just like a renowned Hollywood figure who was seen wearing it. Variants like these are classified as professional timepieces by Rolex, and the brand did not create many Daytona models. The rarity of Paul Newman's Daytona, as well as the customization and personalization, easily brought in $17.8 million at the auction. Number 6. Jacob & Co. Billionaire Watch $18 million. The Billionaire Watch by Jacob & Co. has a wonderfully elegant quality to it, and its name perfectly depicts how you'll feel once it's on your wrist. Every inch of the wristwatch's body is coated with 260 carats of diamonds, costing $18 million. The famous emerald-cut diamonds aren't the only gleaming stones that make it onto the watch. The Billionaire also has 19 gems, 167 additional components, and a skeleton face, making it one of the most opulently priced watch brands. Number 5. The 201-carat watch by Chopard, $25 million. As the name suggests, this is one of the most expensive wristwatches with about 874 diamonds, which add up to 201 carats. The watch itself is extremely fascinating with several glittering colorful diamonds adorning its surface. Of these, you are likely to spot a blue-colored diamond of 12 carats, a 15-carat diamond in pink and an 11-carat diamond colored white. In addition to this, there are also more diamonds in yellow and white that make up 163 carats of this watch. It's a truly stunning masterpiece. Number 4. Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication $26 million. This Patek Philippe gold pocket watch was designed and built in 1933 for a wealthy American banker named Henry Graves. It took 7 years to design and produce, back when watchmaking relied on craftsmen rather than computer calculations. It has a perpetual calendar, a minute repeater with Westminster chimes, sunrise and sunset times, and a celestial chart based on the night sky as seen from Graves House in New York, making it one of the most costly pocket watches in the world. Number 3. Breguet No. 160 $30 million. You might be wondering who wears a pocket watch these days. As it turns out, many people would fight over this specific item, not because it's a pocket watch, but because it was built for Marie Antoinette, the famed French queen. Breguet received the pocket watch as a present from a hidden admirer. The watch is also called Marie Antoinette, but it was only finished 34 years after she died. It was stolen from a museum in Jerusalem, Israel, in 1983 and returned to Israel in 2007. Nicholas Hayek, the late creator of the Swatch Company, requested a rebuild in 2004. Despite delving into the original technical drawings in the Breguet Museum archives as well as the material accessible at the Musée des Arts at Médiès in Paris, France, the creators struggled significantly. They eventually succeeded, with the new version being designed to be self-winding. In this watch, the painstaking craftsmanship is a sight to behold. It was completed in 2008 and placed in an oak cabinet from the tree that Queen Marie Antoinette loved to relax under during her heyday. For 2. Graf Diamonds Fascination $40 million. This Graf Diamonds watch boasts 114 carats of colorless diamonds and is another watch for individuals who adore glitter and bling. It appears to be a statement in and of itself. The diamond dial is designed in the shape of a drop. This is the pinnacle of opulence. The dial may be removed and worn as a ring, while the rest of the watch can be worn as a bracelet. Number 1. Graf Diamonds Hallucination $55 million. The Hallucination by Graf Diamonds is a true statement piece for people who enjoy going all out. This watch is pricey not because of its internal mechanisms, but because it contains 110 carats of exceptionally rare colored diamonds. According to the Graf Diamonds website, this pattern was created over thousands of hours by John Graf, gemologists, and craftsmen.